I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? You're probably already ahead of most people. Most people aren't doing anything, but you're improving every day. Already you're getting ahead. So in this video I'll explain that concept a little bit deeper. Most people are lazy. The average person works a 9 to 5, right? Maybe not not even that. But in the weekends he parties and drinks alcohol. Every day, every night he either plays video games, he watches Netflix or YouTube, he eats fast food, and is addicted to nicotine. That's the average person. Most people don't actually know about self-improvement, about improving yourself, especially not the steps to actually do so. And the ones who do know, most of them don't actually do it either. Now, while you're on the internet, it may actually seem like everyone's doing the work while you're just sitting there, maybe doing some work but not enough. It's a simple case of the survivorship bias. If you don't know about it, in World War II, planes were going out, some were getting shot down and killed, while others came back, and they noticed on these planes bullet holes. So they thought, okay, where these bullet holes are, we should add more plating. But I don't know who, probably a very smart guy, he thought about it, and we shouldn't add armor plating to where the bullet holes are. We should add armor plating to where the bullet holes aren't, because these planes that got back got shot where those holes are and survived, while the planes that didn't get back, those were shot where those bullet holes aren't. So, in relation to this video, the people you've heard of, like outside of your closest circle, they are most likely successful because that's why you've heard of them. That doesn't mean at all that everyone else actually is successful. And if you are in a community where everyone wants to improve, you begin to think that everyone outside of this community also wants to improve. But most people don't. Most people are lazy, arrogant, selfish, and don't want to realize that they are actually able to improve their life, themselves, and the ones around them. But even though you know about improving, and even if you've done progress in it, you should not think that you're special. You're just like everybody else. You had the same starting point as everybody. When you were born, you had no experience, no knowledge. Sure, there may be small differences in your youth, like up to 18 years old, up to 20, 22 even, I would say 2021 is the cutoff point. None of that really mattered. It's your 20s that decide who you really are and if you're gonna stand out. Because if you do not work for it, you will not get it. You have no divine intervention from God or the universe alike. You have to do the work to get ahead. It might seem like a given when I say this, but so many people don't actually understand that. You have to do the work to get ahead. But even if you do minimal amount of work, you will be ahead. It is astounding how little amounts of effort you need to do to get ahead of most people. The top 1% of income is $303,000 US dollars, which is 25k a month. Which might seem like a insane amount of money, but you don't need to be top 1% in income. A top 1% man covers most, if not all, areas of male life. If you're top 20% in the ones I list now, you will undoubtedly be a top 1% man. The top 20% of income is 142,000 USD, which is 11k a month, which is surprisingly achievable within entrepreneurship. 23.6% of men exercise daily. That does not mean that they do 2-3 hours of exercise. The source that I found said that, like the governmental or the organizations, 10 minutes of cardio or aerobic exercises counts enough for one day. That's the recommended amount. So it's even less percent of people that actually really exercise daily. The average body fat for men in your 20s are 28%. Top 25 percentile is 16 to 18, and top 10 percentile is 13 to 14. So not many people are actually lean. Now, muscle mass is another hard thing to find when it comes to stats, but I doubt many people actually are high in lean mass percentage. That's arguably harder than losing fat when it comes to a certain point. And this does not include martial arts and sports, which, if you know 1 or 2 martial arts or sports, that's a really small percentage as well. If you know 3 languages, you are in the top 13%. If you can play an instrument well enough, you are in the top 10%. Looks aren't easy to create stats with, but you'll know when you reach the top 20%. Girls will look at you differently. And I need you to understand a concept First Man taught me, which is the straight 7 system. It's much better to be a 7 in all areas than 10 in one and 2 in the others. Many people would look at one man and say, yeah, he's top 1%, but it's only in one area. Many people are 10s in a few areas here and there, but the people who focus on all of them and reach a 7 are collectively better than the ones that only have a 10 here and there. If you really want to learn more about the straight 7 system, just search that up and you'll get First Man's videos on that. Stay motivated, get ahead of everyone, and I'll see you at the top.